Good morning and welcome to T-Hub Capital, the Investors Lounge, the podcast where we explore financial market dynamics, emerging trends, and the insights that shape successful investments. Each week, we'll delve into the strategies and analyses that drive our investment decisions. You'll get an insider's perspective on the factors influencing markets and the potential winners and losers of tomorrow. Subscribe to the podcast to stay ahead of the curve and make informed investment choices. Enjoy listening.
Welcome to T-Hub Capital's The Investors Lounge weekly newsletter. Today's date is the 18th of November. Let's dive into the week's stock market news. European markets navigate uncertainty amidst mixed economic signals. European markets faced a week of uncertainty, with the pan-European stocks Europe 600 index declining for the fourth consecutive week. A confluence of factors weighed on investor sentiment, including concerns about the incoming Trump administration's trade policies, political instability in Germany, and Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell's cautious remarks on U.S. interest rates. This cautious mood was reflected in mixed performances across major European indices. France's CAC 40 index retreated, while Germany's DAX remained relatively flat. In contrast, Italy's FTSE MIB saw gains, and the UK's FTSE 100 index experienced a modest decline. This mixed market performance mirrored the diverse economic landscape across the continent. The UK economy sputtered, with GDP growth slowing more than anticipated in the third quarter. This slowdown, fueled by a contraction in the manufacturing sector and sluggish growth in services, raised concerns about the health of the UK economy. Adding to the gloomy picture, wage growth slowed to its lowest level in over 2 years, potentially impacting consumer spending and overall economic activity. These figures prompted Bank of England chief economist Hugh Poole to reiterate that inflation remained a key concern. In contrast, the Eurozone offered a glimmer of hope. Economic data reinforced the possibility of a soft landing, with a confirmed third-quarter GDP growth exceeding expectations. The European Commission further projected continued growth in 2024, although Germany's economy is predicted to contract slightly. Despite these positive signs, the Eurozone's industrial sector continues to face challenges. The European Central Bank defended its recent interest rate cut, citing concerns about disinflationary trends and the need to protect the real economy. The ECB emphasized its data-dependent approach to monetary policy, leaving the door open for future adjustments based on evolving economic conditions. Overall, European markets are navigating a complex environment characterized by political uncertainty, mixed economic signals, and evolving monetary policy. Investors are likely to remain cautious in the coming weeks as they assess the impact of these factors on the region's economic outlook. Now our insight into alternative markets. Firefly Aerospace ignites Series D funding round, reaching $2 billion valuation. Firefly Aerospace has secured a significant $175 million Series D funding round, led by new investor OPM Ventures, propelling the company's valuation to over $2 billion. This latest investment underscores Firefly's growing prominence in the responsive space sector and will fuel the company's ambitious plans for launch vehicle and spacecraft production. The funding will primarily support increased production of Firefly's Alpha launch vehicle and expand the market reach of its Elytra spacecraft. Additionally, it will accelerate the qualification of hardware for new vehicles currently under development. Firefly has strategically positioned itself as a key player in responsive space, a capability successfully demonstrated through rapid response launches for the Space Force and other customers. This focus on responsive space capabilities attracted OPM Ventures, marking their first foray into the space industry. Despite securing a multitude of launch contracts from both government and commercial entities, including Lockheed Martin, L3Harris, and NASA, Firefly's actual launch cadence has been slower. The company has executed only one Alpha launch this year, with aspirations for up to 4 launches in total. Beyond Alpha, Firefly is also preparing for the inaugural flight of its Blue Ghost lunar lander, designed for NASA's Commercial Lunar Payload Services program. While the lander has completed environmental testing, a definitive launch date remains uncertain due to SpaceX's launch manifest, as a Falcon 9 will carry Blue Ghost to the moon. Firefly has recently undergone leadership changes, with Jason Kim, former chief executive of Millennium Space Systems, taking the helm in August. Kim brings valuable experience from his previous collaboration with Firefly on the Victor SEN-OX mission. This successful funding round marks a significant milestone for Firefly, demonstrating strong investor confidence in the company's capabilities and future prospects. With a focus on responsive space and a growing portfolio of launch vehicles and spacecraft, Firefly is poised to play a pivotal role in the evolving space landscape.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Hub Capital, the Investors Lounge podcast. I hope you found this content interesting and inspiring. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss a single episode, and share it with your friends and colleagues who might be interested. To learn more about T-Hub Capital and our activities, visit our website, hubcapital.com. You can also follow us on our LinkedIn page. See you soon. All the best from the T-Hub Capital team.